Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. You know what this is, baby? This is a brand new Vosteed. And you know what? Truth be told, by the way, I got to ask, are you having a fantastic day? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am. By the way, this is the Nightshade, one of my all-time top 5 knives. Anyway, we'll get into that in a second. But this is a knife that when it first dropped, it sold out so fast, I didn't even get to do an unboxing or anything. So I left it in the box. That means I've been waiting to see it. And you know what? If you're watching this, that means guess what? I went on the website and they've been restocked, and well, you might get to see it if I can get it out of the box. Did they tape it in there? What in the world? They made it childproof. That's what happened. And this one comes with the nice Vosteed metal case, the titanium. Wouldn't that be something if it was a titanium case? Ooh, we have a blow-up model, and look at this. This has the new Vanker lock on it, all the rage. The Vanker lock is very cool. I just did a video just very recently on this one right here. This is the little, the Corgi V that has the Vanker lock. This thing is very cool. If you didn't see it, you want to go check out that video because look at this. You talk about the perfect little, okay, all right. let me stay on track. All right, let me get in here and get this knife out so we can see it. I have not got to see it yet, and I'm way behind just because, well, I kept it in the box till they came in stock. This is the Vosteed Shilling Cutter. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it. All of its shilling cutterness. And my camera's not wanting to focus because this one here has the G10 scales. There's like 4 or 5 different options in the shilling cutter. So if you don't care for this one or you don't like to dye your scales any color you want, well, you have more options. I'll show you what they look like here in just a second. This is the Vanker lock, and that's what I was trying to show you here. And here's a just quick look on the inside to see what it looks like. It's a very strong lock, and it's like, I won't get into how strong it is. That's what we do on Friday nights. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. We talk about knives just like this. So if you have any questions about this knife, we can get into the heavy details and do more size comparisons and things like that. Just make sure you've hit the notification bell and you'll be notified before the live stream. Let's check out this blade. Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's it. That right there is I don't have to test it. That is a very slicey blade. Look at the blade geometry. And by the way, the top of the spine is crowned, which is very nice, very, very nice. And these are super slicey. This, the one I showed you a minute ago, this is, let's see what it looks like next to the Vosteed Nightshade. Just a little bit smaller, but you know, blade-wise, when you put it up there, you're not missing much, and it's very tall. I love the tallness of that blade. But we give away knives just like this one on the live stream, so that's why you want to hit notifications, because it's a 4-hour live stream. If you go out to dinner on Friday nights and then you come back, you can stop by and, you know, well, besides winning something, it's where you can learn about knives. Now, this bad boy here has 154 cm blade steel, and this one has the coated blade. There's at least 2, maybe 3 different options for your blade for the coating, whether it's coated or stone washed. Now, it does have some jimping up top. This jimping is very mild. My finger just kind of slides across it. It's not really giving me a whole lot of grip. We'll check out the ergos on this one compared to this one here in just a second. Actually, I can give you, if you have one of the original Nightshades, this tells you the differences that we're looking at. It has a different handle shape. And the clip, I'm noticing the pocket clip is also not as deep carry as the other one, but as far as the fit, let's see what it feels like. No movement up or down, left to right, and are we centered? The blade is centered, and this is, if it's not comfortable in my hand, that's going to be the only problem we're going to have. Now, here's some size comparisons. Here's the Civivi Elementum 2 button lock, and you know, the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? See there, we got a little bit more into the medium size. That's why I'm wondering how this is going to fit. I'm guessing that my index finger is going to go right up here. We'll check that out in just a second, but I do like doing my size comparisons so you know what we're working with. Here is the Vosteed Raccoon, one of my most recommended knives in the 50 to 60 price range. This is the one with the crossbar lock. I really like that. Here's another version of the Vosteed Nightshade. I don't even know. There's probably 20 different options. You can get it with the hole, with thumb studs, with a flipper, without a flipper. So whatever your favorite way of doing it is, or opening it is, you have those options. And now you have the Vanker lock on top of the thumb studs. This one is also multiple deployment. And I have one more that I usually put up here. This is the new CJRB Pyrite. Oh, let me put this one up here too. The new little Corgi V. This thing is sweet. I'm totally digging this thing. Now, a couple quick numbers. The handle on this bad boy is 4.17 inches. Your total length from tip to tip is 7.07 inches, 180 millimeters. Your blade width or blade height is 1.28 inches, 32.6 millimeters. Your blade length is 2.9 inches, 74 millimeters. Now, my hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. Let's see how this is going to feel in my hand. So holding it back here, I am feeling that pocket clip right in the center of my hand. Am I going to choke up? How am I going to hold this? Let's see. Holding it in the slicing fashion, pushing down, that pocket clip is all over the inside of my hand right here. The way it's sticking up, what is the big difference between that one and this one? This pocket clip is lower profile. Now, I will say this is a plus. It's inset into the scales, which is a plus. It's not a super deep carry, so you're going to have about that much sticking out of your pocket, whereas with the nightshades, they have about that much, a little bit less sticking out of your pocket than the nightshade. Now this, let's see, does it hurt my hand? No, I can just tell that the pocket clip, the bill is kind of sticking out and kind of hit me about right there when I'm choked back in this position. Now, if I'm doing some pull cutting, that's a little more comfortable. I am able to choke up here. This jimping back here, I wish the jimping came out farther because the way my hand falls. Now, if you have small to medium hands, this might be a better fit, but I can tell you this, I'm going to carry it. It's still comfortable where I know I'm going to use it because the blade is the geometry on a knife blade is the most important thing. Everything goes from there, right? And if you're not familiar with that, that's the kind of thing we talk about on the live stream. Now let's see, how does it operate? Oh yeah, I can reverse flick it with my index finger. Can I with my, yes. So you can use your index or your middle finger to reverse flick it. Thumb flick comes snapping out with the throw tie. And oh, wait a minute, we also have a front flip option. Okay, very nice. This is multiple deployment. So we have a front flipper, we have the Vanker lock, and we have thumb stud. So this is not only going to be a good slicer, it's going to be a good fidget knife. And let's see if we can do a little bit of the action. So it has good action. It has pretty good blade retention as far as detent, if you will. I'm coming back kind of aggressive, not overly aggressive. It is staying in. I got a couple bounce outs, and that's before I realized when you let go of it, all you got to do is push the button. It releases it, then it comes down and it stops. It stays in its home. You have good knife or blade to handle ratio on this thing. And this white one, the white is cool, especially if you're going to dye it. Get you some synthetic RIT dye, and you could dye this whatever color you want. It has a G10 back spacer. And overall, it feels pretty good. The only thing that me personally that I'm going to nitpick is just I'm noticing that pocket clip. It doesn't hurt, but it's always known when I have it in my hand, I'm feeling the pocket clip. It just, I don't know. Maybe it's this part right here. If that was maybe curved and ran parallel with the knife just a little bit, maybe just not quite as high as the original nightshade. Maybe that's what I'm noticing, is that where this is hitting my hand I wear a large size glove. So that's about the width of my hand is a large size glove. And it hits me right there in that, whatever that pad is. But overall, I mean, I knew this was going to be a good knife. I knew I was going to like it. And you're going to be able to use this for pretty hard use. The Vanker lock is impressive. And it has those giant ceramic bearings in there. But we're going to talk more about this on the live stream. Let me know what you think about it. Or did you already get one? Or are you surprised to know that they are back in stock? Because every time Vosteed comes out with something, it's always like, oh my gosh, I got to get it. So give me your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good fun stuff. And go watch this video or that video. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.